walking up so closer. Yeah, because he will get one shot.
Ooh.
That was so close. I think Aether was able to recall back.
Yeah. But again, he's still second in gold, so it's not too bad for Evil just yet. If they're just banking on the idea of Ven eventually being the focal point of this draft.
The thing is, though, Evil cannot defend. They can't even defend their own resources.
Yeah.
That you're not necessarily playing to get
Hello,
a
hello,
lot
hello,
of
hello.
farm for your box shop,
Welcome,
but
welcome.
the YSS is getting all
Let
the
us
farm.
try.
Meaning that one of the main cores for ONIC is
Let's watch
really
the
getting
ONIC match.
resources.
M7.
Yep, the trade isn't
M7,
fair.
let's
And
go.
Evil is trying to eat
ONIC
out
is one
that
of my
score. They
favorites, so
managed to
that's
get
why
this one back,
I have
but
to watch this.
That's off of initiating, right? Knowing that they don't have battle spells.
Oh, powerful. He wants Skylar, but the Nether Realm will save him there. And Keyboy
Let's go.
goes in too, tries to counter them out. But surprisingly, Evil actually had enough damage, but with Lutby coming in as well. A Black Dragon form alongside Kyrie. They finally get the advantage back.
आज Kyrie
A
form में है
double
भाई.
for Lutby, and Kyrie will be there with him as Sans takes
Kyrie Kumar is
down
in form today.
Aether.
Beautifully done by Lutby. Great initiation after the initial attack coming in from Evil, and Sans and
Kyrie
Kyrie
Kumar is
did
in
not
form
miss a
today.
beat. This was the Lutby that I was missing out on in the Swiss stage in the BO1s.
The Ghost Bursters from Sans hurt as well. It's Ghost Bursters with Lightning Crunch, and everyone was close together, and now ONIC gets the Free Lord 6,000 and climbing for their gold lead. Let's look back at the instant replay to see that pretty disgusting damage that Sans and the rest of ONIC were able to dish out.
And that's the thing, right? Because when you see the AOG come in, and even the Feathered Airstrike, once Keyboy was on top and managed just to get the taunt, things started to go wrong after the Nether Realm, right? That's when Lupti gets into the middle of it. The knockup ends up hitting Powerful accidentally, and Powerful honestly shouldn't have dived him in the first place after seeing the Furious dive.
It seems like he forced it there. He used the tidal strike to get close. The range wasn't enough just yet. I think there was a flicker that was committed too, just to secure that. And again, the Lord just spawned so fast. So now, in no time, ONIC ID, they're just this close to getting rid of all the remaining outer turrets from Evil. And this is not looking too good.
Oh, unfortunate.
No more holy shields for mid too.
Yeah, really good spacing coming in from Sans. He knows exactly what he's doing here, but now they're also getting the holy shielding on that top side as well. Wait, the Lord doesn't take the damage!
Oh, they could still utilize this if they wanted to, but they're gonna respect Evil and their potential. They know that the final slash, the knockups from Powerful are available too. Okay. Okay.
AOG.
That's
Let's
the
go.
curtain call AOG combo, and now it's going.
no.
They finally go for the dive alongside the Nether Realm, and they're
Lovely,
trying to
lovely.
walk away, but Kyrie doesn't let him. ONIC ID are so close to taking away game number 1, but can Gear, can Ven make something happen? They don't even get to clear that
Match
single
is done.
minion left,
Match is
and
done.
that's gonna be
Match
game
is done.
1 over
Crazy,
to ONIC
crazy
ID.
victory. Hey.
Wow, what a game!
Total domination.
What a game we
This
got
is the
lined
ONIC I
up
was missing.
here today. Really well played coming in from the
This
side
is
of
the
ONIC,
ONIC I
making
was
sure that their
missing.
fluid motions really brought up a new level of play. Win the laning phase on all 3 of the lanes, have the time of your life during the mid game.
My goodness, the adjustments.
Yeah, that was way too easy for ONIC. Honestly, even it feels like Evil were wondering, it's like, how could that have gone better for us? That was just ONIC being ONIC. Lutby stepped up, dominated Gear in lane, Keyboy and Sans, deaths and trades here and there, but ultimately got the job done. They got their winning conditions, all of them. Easy win for ONIC.
Really, really good stuff.
ONIC is in
Again,
form.
this is only the very first match here as they start heading on over into the back, making sure that they're keeping the fans' hopes alive. But this was the major combo, right?
Combo.
Again, we didn't get to see it too
Crazy
often,
combo.
but it's something that they had in their arsenal this entire time. It's the curtain call into the AOG.
Yeah.
It's really hard. It's an almost guaranteed hit on the AOG every single time, and they only whipped it out right at the end.
Yeah, what was that? What was Aether and Powerful caught together, I think. So you get those two
Hi,
players
EFC.
out.
Hi.
And Ven couldn't do much anymore, not even with the presence of the Arlot by his side.
There's no other way to look at it than you're seeing here the Sky Kings this is peak ONIC form. But what I liked about this performance is that I didn't really see a lot of moments that made me go, what are you doing there? It was just a whole load of, they were all there at the right time, initiated at the right time, entered at the right time. Everything was just at the perfect timing for ONIC time.
After all the series we've been through today,
Yeah.
it feels weird to not have a what was that one?
Exactly. No, I'm happy about it. I'm happy about it. It keeps the right side of my brain still active before it runs out of gas. And at the very least, looking at the way that ONIC is playing, it's really telling Evil, hey, you are the ones who need to crack us,
Check,
not
check,
the other
check,
way
check,
around.
check.
Once ONIC gets the
These
tempo,
guys talk
they
too
get
much,
into
man.
that flow state. And that's something
I
that
wanna
we
see
need
the
to
match.
address, because why did ONIC decide, you know what, we could have dove at any point in time knowing that we have the Faramis in hand and the Black Dragon form. So why didn't they do it right at the top side inhibitor and instead went straight into mid? Final slash. Still, a massive amount of respect despite Gear being 0-2 by the time he got involved in these fights.
Yeah, it's like every single time they knew that there is even the slightest chance that Evil could get maybe 1 or 2 members out or force a couple things out, then they would rather not risk it. Because I think we saw a glimpse of it almost happening in the mid lane. Before Lutpi jumped in and I'm not sure if he used the Petrify, but basically he was the guy who seemingly went for the cleanup or allowed Kyrie to go for the cleanup. So that was a moment where it could have happened, but ONIC were just too careful about it, and they made sure that this ended in less than 12 minutes.
You saw.
Yeah, let's go. Ludwig finally didn't get shafted in lane and now shows us what an EXP can do given the right amount of resources. He doesn't need a lot. He's 3-0-7. A majority of his participations were just assists.
Really easy to step up with one of the strongest lane bullies in the game, but to be able to shine with it, get an MVP performance with it, that's a little bit more difficult because it means it's requesting perfection of you to make the most out of your Furious Dive, all your combinations to apply the pressure at the right time, which is exactly what Lutpi did.
So good, so good. When we look at these highlights, right, we need to break it down simply just by the way that ONIC is looking to fight. A majority of these fights that we see here really just comes down to, like, how do I punish the mid lane? How do I make sure that Sayla is never going to be in the right position at the right time to get maximum value out of that feathered airstrike? And especially since you have 3 losing lanes and priority in each and every single one of them, this is why you see moments like this where it's like, oh, the AOG is definitely going to connect. Who else is nearby? They win a 4v5 with a late addition to gear coming in at the end. All of this, every move that we see coming out from Evil gets punished in one way or another. This is something that ONIC has been doing since its inception, especially since their import Kyrie has made waves here in MPL ID and now the international stage as per always, but even more so to the level of perfection where, honestly, even then, how do you realistically play this game? You walk up, you're gonna get engaged on. You stay too far back, you're as good as dead anyways. All of which, just nothing they can really do. I have not much to analyze about this because really the only thing I can ask for Evil is to take bigger risks. And if they fail those risks, they just lose faster. If they happen to win out in those fights, good for them. They buy themselves 2 minutes.
I guess it was a bit too difficult for them to feel confident enough because Sayla didn't have the best possible early game. Or like Sayla was the focus of ONIC during the early stages of the game. And Sayla had to play such a big role in terms of the early damage, in terms of the early rotations, because they're on a backshoot jungle. So that was a requirement, and ONIC immediately took it away from them.
It makes me wonder whose call it was. See, look at the deficits. To send Powerful away from the mid to ensure that Sayla, instead of ensuring that Sayla would hit level 4, Powerful just decided to hold the key position as if the Farsa was already level 4 alongside Aether, which was a little bit, they were a little bit closer to the EXP lane then at that time, instead of helping Sayla out in mid. And that little decision eventually snowballed into a big runaway win for Keyboy and Sans at the center of the map, and which meant Kyrie was like, I'm just gonna farm, man. I'm gonna be here, getting a perfect game.
I think that Evil really need to evolve their template style of gameplay, right? They have such tight win conditions, and they're always assuming that the opponents are going to fall into it one way or another. If, you know, they get a little tired, you go on autopilot, bam, that's when we're gonna catch him. we're already in the international stage. It has been 4 consecutive years where we're seeing teams, and honestly, this is where a lot of people leaned into Team Flash more than Evil for a majority of it because of the experience, right? We see people like Diablo forcing out plays against their opponents to get something back. We don't see that from Evil.
Yeah, those plays, even those heroes that Diablo, let's say, decides to bring out, and it's the flavor which a lot of people really appreciate about Singapore, despite them not really getting those commendable finishes just yet. But hopefully we get to see that in as early as game 2.
So that was game number 1. Again, best of 3. But it
Start the
seems
number
like
2.
Evil has way more things to prepare and work on to make sure that they can make this a competitive series and force a game number 3 against the champions of Indonesia. But now we're going to have a little conversation with fans of Evil who flew out all the way from Singapore to join us here in Jakarta at the Expo Hall. So there's Rose.
Hey guys, Rose here. So right now I'm actually interviewing a little bit of the Evil friends that I have spotted out in the arena. Hey boys. Okay guys, introduce yourself to all of our audiences.
I'm Musa. I'm Vada.
I'm Elvin, also known as Tizu.
Okay guys, so, oh wow, the energy is overpowering right now. So guys, where are you guys from actually? Did you guys fly from Singapore with Evil?
Correct.
Wow, dedicated friends I see. Now, tell us a little bit more. Why did you guys decide to support Evil despite having so many teams here in the M7?
Why?
Why?
There's no why. No such thing as why. Yes, it's who. Who we are supporting.
Oh, who are you supporting?
Correct.
Evil.
Evil.
Evil as a whole?
I mean, yes, generally, but like, specifically one person.
Who?
Our brother.
Person.
Our blood brother. Brother from another mother. Powerful.
The only person.
Oh my. So, Powerful is your brother from another mother.
Correct.
Yes, that's correct, that's correct.
How did you guys meet? Back then in school? What was it like?
When we were 12 years old.
Oh, 12 years old. You kind of just exposed your age a little bit. Now, since you guys have known Powerful for quite a while, and of course you guys are here to support him, how does it feel to finally seeing him play on the big stage? He finally debuted on an international stage.
It's a fantastic experience as like we see him like perform at the big stage. It brings smile and joy to us.
So like we seen everything he's done his entire life. So like kind of proud.
It's a huge dream for him.
Actually very proud.
Very proud.
Very proud.
Really supportive friends. I really like that. Now, we know that currently you guys are going up against ONIC Indonesia, and from the arena over here, it's a full house, and most of them are definitely ONIC fans, or Sonics, that's what we call them. Do you guys feel extra pressure for Evil?
Yeah, crazy people.
I don't feel pressure.
The whole stadium against
I
us.
don't feel pressure.
He's our first international, by the way. This won't be the last time you guys will be seeing us.
It only go against the whole stadium.
So 3 versus the whole arena.
Correct.
You
That's
know
all
what?
we need.
I think right now Evil and Powerful is probably listening to us back in the player room before we begin the second game of their series, and potentially this could be their last because it is definitely match point for ONIC ID. Is there anything you guys want to say to your brother from another mother?
Check.
Just gotta adjust, you know. Everything's possible. Just gotta lock in. Lock in.
Last message. What? Last message.
No.
Once we're evil.
Wait, can I just share one thing?
Yeah, you want to say one thing?
So, back in M4, both me and Powerful came to Jakarta as well. Then I remember he told me clearly that, Elvin, one day we're gonna come here. And then now that we see him here, like, you know, it's like a really touching and proud moment lah for us. Especially us, like, his friends for 9 years, you know. So, like, we're really very happy and proud for him lah. Yeah.
There you go, Powerful. You have 3 brothers from another mother who is definitely cheering you and supporting you in your journey. We wish you the very best in this potential last game for Evil. Thank you so much, boys. And with that, we are throwing it back to the game. ONIC ID or Evil 1 will continue their journey on the M7 World Championship stage.
Let's go, Evil!
Let's start the match, guys. इतना late क्यों करता है बे? Why are you wasting so
That
much
was one of
time?
my favorite interviews of all time, bro. No, these guys are a vibe. That was That was so good.
I'm waiting for Powerful to come up with an album at this point.
Yeah,
Drop
same.
the EP with your friends, man. Like they feel suited for it.
I wish I had friends like that. They were just so.
We hype you up in MPLPH, so we're not your friends.
No.
We've worked with you for 2 years now.
Don't worry, forget about
and you're
that.
still wishing you had friends like that.
No, I meant like.
I hope
Look at that.
all the PH talents just heard that. Naisu. Who else is off of the PH talent?
While
Wolf.
he's thinking about it, don't worry, Brigitte, because there are new ways to celebrate esports. Tell us about it. The official MLBBM Series tournament trading cards.
Oh, I want to have my own set of this because they bring premium design and modern tech together, and they're available this January. You just have to head to play.com for early access and grab yours to hold a real piece of the M Series legacy, because who knows which player you're gonna get out of all the M7 players we have right here.
It's just one of the few things that you could be doing. Have you gotten all the talents out of the way? Because let me tell you, I have an easy way to memorize stuff, right? It comes with a simple system, and all you gotta do is look at these characters, and usually they come back up in your head pretty quickly. Look at this. Who does this remind you of? Come on, come on, come on.
Bring it up.
Easy.
Yeah.
And all you guys have to do is to be able to memorize these names and all of our talent names, because most of you forget it, you sickos. Check out Acecraft, an STG built around adaptability, random skills, bullet deflection mechanics, and a retro cartoon style, all designed for fast, skill-driven aerial combat. So jump into Acecraft now for some new nostalgic fun.
Attention! MLBB
Yeah,
Academy has
they
been
did.
fully upgraded. Get personal weekly reports to understand your pacing, strengths, weaknesses, along with a complete match history. So
Let me decrease this volume of the ads. How many are watching? 4 watching. Comment karo bhaiyo, comment karo, comment.
Yet she says that she wishes she had friends like the friends of Powerful in the interview that we had earlier. I guess apparently we're not good enough hype men. So MLBB Academy is where you
check.
watch matches and
Okay.
understand your growth in MLBB. You can check it out at mobilelegends.com/academy. Hashtag MLBB Academy and hashtag Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Soon, eventually, it's going to get so high, it's going to start crashing into towers or something. Either way, I think for the upcoming game, Evil's adaptability needs to be put in a little bit of a box, right? Because the way that we're seeing ONIC dominate these lanes, Evil need to bring the same type of hype there. They need to be able to kind of match those lanes and hold on specifically to priority. They don't have to win the lane necessarily, but if you're already losing all 3, it's almost guaranteed that it's a downhill slope.
Wait, what's with the face?
Don't worry about him.
What's with the face?
He's thinking who other MPL talents he's missed out.
I'm thinking about.
Oh no, not the second one! Alright, Evil, back up onto the stage here.
Okay, the match will start now.
They're
Great,
on match.
good.
Again, ONIC is on match point. It
Let's
is
go,
not
let's go,
an
let's
easy
go, let's
position
go.
to be in, but Singapore is notorious, and this is why I don't count them out. There's too many times where where Singapore as a region has knocked the Malaysian representative out, and I feel like they can do that to anybody.
I mean, unlike the other regions, right? It wasn't entirely a reverse. A sweep
Chibai!
but hey.
No, it's just the effect that Keyboy had on the camera there was actually pretty trippy.
Oh, okay, fine. Anyway, I do feel like Sayla would definitely want a better game here.
He definitely does. I think, again, they need to work together. Like him and Powerful, right? They should operate as one, and they need to be ambidextrous, right? And what do I mean by ambidextrous? Yes, it means to be able to write with both your left and your right hands, but they need to work in tandem with each other. If we're going into the same directions, hey, let's both go into the same direction. You open up the map, I'll do the rest. If we need to spread our resources, at least make it very clear how we're gonna make it happen, because we're going back to the dangerous grass.
Ooh, yeah, and just at least don't leave.
I like grass.
What?
I like grass.
Ah, okay. Don't leave crucial people in crucial moments. Okay.
Drafting
I
started.
wonder how
Nice.
similar it is. Will we still get to see the
Drafting
Yu
started.
Zhong? Okay, not anymore. Never mind.
That's an
Yu Zhong,
instant
Cloud,
ban. Don't worry,
Fanny,
Lupi still has Lapu, so it's not the
Sora
worst.
and Freya.
Go
that
there.
is, I think.
Just take it out. At least
Last
you
one.
aren't gonna have like super sure matchups. Like, oh, the Yuzong is pretty much gonna dominate whoever is gonna go up against.
Better question.
Most EXP leaders.
Better question, why did Evil ban out Claude here? is Claude not a consideration for Ven? I know that the one common thing amongst Filipinos is that they're really good at singing. They're all good at Claude.
Yeah.
Like it's built in your blood.
Yeah. But even the Freya gets respected here by ONIC immediately. So a lot of heroes are open, honestly. So the Jushin's
Zuxin,
one for
first
sure. So is the Eve, which is I think a great response to that. Eve.
Yep.
Cryo.
They call me a
How did he
hero
contest for it
because
though?
I saved my
Shin.
nation from falling apart.
Among the planes exists.
So we
Kylie
expected the
looked
Eve.
big.
I wasn't really expecting the Yi
Sun.
Shin to come out this early on, but I guess they're using it as a blind pick, right? They're like, Kyrie, no matter what happens, we're gonna take care of you. Let's first show your pick, just so we have a better idea of what Evil is trying to grasp with this Zushin. And banning out the Claude, man, it's so strange to me.
Yeah, it's very concerning considering that they ban out the Cloud, they ban out the Yuzhong, they leave the Eve open, they prioritize Juicin. Okay, maybe this is why they
Leomord.
want to pick the Leomord into the Juicin. Into the Eve, excuse me. That's sort of like their answer considering that they took out two of the best divers that can give this Eve a
Right.
problem. Then they pick up a Uranus, which has been okay.
Very
Going back to
tempting.
the past, it's always like, okay, YSS on the other side, Uranus is a good pick.
Yeah, I think I figured it out here. I think Evil right now want to bait ONIC into giving Skylar the carry. That's just the suspicion though, right? Because there's no real reason for you to show your Uranus this early on. Yes, it does work well with the Zushin, but now Esmeralda going to be the counter pick on the opposite side, and they still don't necessarily have to take the marksman. I feel that now that they know that Skylar is comfortable in playing the fighter
Neko-
style and will take advantage of
Robin.
Vengeance, Evil might just do the exact
Nico
same
Robin,
thing.
it should be, not
What if this
Neko
is
Robin.
also a flex, honestly?
Uranus Gold?
No, for the Esmeralda. Wait, okay, there's the high loss because I thought we would be seeing two horses finally, but maybe not. That's a lot of dive we're expecting to see from Evil, and maybe they'd want to take note of these options that could counter or answer
is left
back
from both
to
the
these
team.
attempts. So the Gatot catch
One pick will be carry. I feel
also
like
gets
that.
taken out.
Very
Carry
nice, very
will be
nice.
a
I
pick.
like this Gato ban. As much as I want Evil to have it, there's almost no way they're gonna get it. I'm pretty confident that ONIC would have just blind picked the Gato anyways, just as denial and raw appeal against someone like Leomord. Because if you taunt him out of the way, or if he has to get on top of Barbiel, you can almost kind of preemptively AOG or taunt.
Because even if they're not playing like with burst, I wouldn't mind if ONIC decide to pick up Cho as their role. Considering that they pick up the Esmeralda this early on because they're thinking, okay, Esmeralda, no matter what, will hit the point where Lupi can just front. It's not going to be easy to take this Esmeralda down. So they're already saying, this is our front line, then you can play for pickoff. You take away the Hilda, you took out the Grok earlier, there's no roamers left that could help potentially match that rotational speed that a Cho has. So if you just want mid-control, aggression, river control, you pick up Cho.
I think it's Cho Khalid that's going to be the contestant, actually.
Yeah, actually, yes.
There's an argument for both, because Khalid's really good playing into the RWM, and ONIC can honestly pick it up for themselves to just try to like, hey, if you are going to try and out-rotate me, I'm going to cut you down.
Chip.
Instead, they go for Chip, a more all-in style of it.
Yeah, so it's just Cho. I just got the last two letters wrong.
Yeah.
That was way funnier than I was expecting it to be. Very nice, very nice. I like that one a lot.
Okay. Well, at least there's not much sudden answers that Evil could throw out if ever they go for the shortcut plays. I mean, there's the Crimson Beacon and the Phantom Steed. But if they get to go
Probably
in
pick a
first
carry.
with the right amount of damage, then that'll be okay. Especially we don't know what Skylar is gonna pick yet.
Yeah, I don't think he has any decent options at this point. I mean, Claw would have been really, really nice for him, but you know, you get what you
Chao.
get. The Cho, as expected, gonna
Chao
get
the
locked
wrong.
in, called by Renmar himself. Their final pick, though,
Carry, yeah.
is going to be into
I had
the
the
carry.
feeling.
So they waited all the way till
I
the
had the
very end just to give it. I'm pretty sure that Skylar.
Times continue.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Arlot Golden!
Oh.
It is an Esmeralda Gold, or it's an Arlo. No, it's an Esmeralda Gold. It has to be.
Wait, did they switch? I'm gonna have to double
Wait,
check that.
let me
I
also.
think Unload Turbo Gold.
Okay, it is.
Yeah, okay, it's Esme Gold.
It is Esme Gold.
Ah.
Interesting. I mean, Skylar, it's not uncommon because Skylar has done this before, but I like the fact that ONIC are really leaning into, hey, we can really play fighter golds. Quit letting it through.
Yeah, it seems like they also took the little thing that we mentioned earlier that trust Kyrie. That's 2 games now where they played fighter, and then it's really just play for the Yi Sun Shin. I mean, it worked out for SRG up against Team Liquid Philippines. Team Liquid Philippines. So
ONIC really won the
that's the
drafting
idea,
phase. Let's see.
maybe it'll work.
This
No,
should
no,
be another
I think
dominating
it's
game.
kind of risky here right now. I think that ONIC's main win condition, if we're looking at the way we're heading on into the Land of Dawn, knowing this could be the final time we see evil, we need to look for weaknesses. Wait, Gear takes Aegis?
Oh!
Huh? Why? Why would he take Aegis?
We're in this against an Esmeralda.
There's even an Esmeralda on the other side. You didn't flick, you didn't purify, you go for Aegis.
Like, even Sprint makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Oh,
By mistake, I think.
a lot of questions
It's probably a
for
mistake.
Evil in the early stages of the game, but at least they're doing decent in
They're not losing lane. that for starters already doing better than game number 1.
Yeah, and it's also Master Assassin. Cool. What? Master Assassin, Aegis, this
What is he going for?
a unique approach.
Okay.
Probably a
Center,
mistake.
Boy.
Not
Maybe
a
this
unique
is
approach.
the Singaporean, MLBB surprise.
Wait, I'm thinking about this because Gear has a natural advantage against Ludwig at level 1 and level 2. So taking Master Assassin to really put him at odds, he can do stuff like this, where he can take like one auto, one tower shot, and then as long as he gets Max Sack Ionic Edge onto Lupi, he guarantees a winning trade. So I think right now, it's to make sure that Lupi doesn't get as far as head as he did in game number 1 on that Yuzong, knowing that he's out to make plays.
Okay. At least Sans doesn't really show up.
This is so cruel.
Yeah, they're holding the minions. Sans wasn't able to get it. Or he was. He was able to get 1 or 2 out of that.
I mean, credit to Gear. So far, he's been the one constantly shoving lane, and he is controlling Ludwig somewhat. So it's working out well for him. So far.
So far. Now Gear making sure that Lupi is really like deep underneath his turret, right? If anybody tries to make a move, at least he knows that Evil's got his back.
Evil is slightly ahead of ONIC in terms of XP. Skylar goes in with a falling Star Moon here. He's just trying to zone out so many
Skylar
members.
might be
Real
dead.
world manipulation
Oh.
though committed. And
Huh?
2 members immediately
Crazy,
get
crazy.
deleted. That's the final stash committed by Ludwig.
Crazy
And the
comeback.
flicker just to get away. Kiboy lands the stun on 3. And ONIC are still here. But it's Aether
Stolen.
who gets the turtle away.
Jeez.
And now they take everything. This is where Kyrie... oh wait, actually Lupi is a little too low. Same goes for Keyboy. They don't have enough HP to kind of maintain this, especially against Gear. But hey, Aegis, wow, you saw that Aegis go off. Wow, it protected him from so much damage, but he still died. That's crazy. It's like it's not a good spell.
So really fast. And even Skylar benefited from it, even for just a little bit.
I don't know, it just feels silly. It feels really, really silly to take Aegis, especially when you know that there's an Esmeralda on the other side anyways. Sure, you could be using it pretty decently for lane, but why not just take Sprint? Or why not just take, something real simple? I would honestly make an argument for Execute even to be better than this Aegis.
Because he's the guy who can chase and just finish off kills if he wanted to.
Exactly. Don't play for Peel.
Oh, and now Gear looks to be the target. There's a shortcut
Oh,
that's gonna be
2
committed
seconds.
on him. And
Dead.
immediately after that, they're going to resume and return to their individual lanes. Skylar gets the sense that there might be something up top
Oh
though.
my god.
So he will not try to defend any further. We'll just have to sacrifice the energy shield.
Nice. I thought maybe Boy had his ult ready to go, but he used it down on the bottom side, which is why it kind of snowballed in this particular manner. This is a good response from Evil.
Yeah, they went map to map. They get their carry out of lane. Now they can easily play S5, play 4 Ven. Was able to maximize
is the
the
case. Kerry
energy
got a
shield.
lot
They
of
don't have-
gold.
really don't have to worry about the Esmeralda too
Kerry
much,
got a
even
lot
though
of
it
gold.
already has 2 kills. Has enchanted talisman. They have their first item on their carry, and then they can just build from this point. Hopefully with rotating together, they don't forget that there are still gold cards that they can give to that carry for just a little bit more of a boost in the gold department.
Yeah, beat him up, Gear. Beat him up ever so slowly. Punch him in his face. Riveting EXP gameplay. Wow, look at him
let's
go.
watch this. Let's watch this. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, that actually hurt.
I mean, he does. He genuinely can like dive him underneath the turret, knowing that Lupi just used his final slash. But now that wait, he missed out on 1 minute. You know what? Never mind. He doesn't need it. He's just gonna proxy the next wave, right?
Ooh. Boy's just holding this.
What is he doing? What is he doing? Are you proxying the wave? I want pick one.
Precision Gear did not cut it.
The
Now he
EXP
will
is
make
very
it, to fairly
confused
hit,
or something.
But then there is minion wave pushing down bot.
Their EXP is very confused or
I
something.
am losing it.
I gotta do play by play. Hold on. Now that's Way of the Dragon, which doesn't connect. Evil will really get this objective once again, but Keyboy and the other members of ONIC are actually gonna go for it. Gear is down, and not even the Aegis keeps him alive.
Oh. Okay. All right. Despite all of that,
Their EXP is the biggest noob, man. Evil's EXP, I think, is
he
the
lost his
very
entire
big noob.
wave, nearly lost his tier 1, joined the fight, used his Aegis, still died. It's just, it is
Useless.
not going well for Gear at this point.
It's
and
going very
ONIC ID
noob.
are taking full advantage that he doesn't have a Purify.
Villainous is a very big
Powerful off
noob.
angle, but that ended up being a turtle for Evil and another kill maybe.
Oh, Aether gets Barbiel. They're chasing after Skylar. That's
Skylar
four
will be
members
dead.
onto him, and
Yeah.
he cannot survive. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Gear will not die for the 4th time.
Yep.
Yet.
Not yet, not yet. Not until he has his Aegis, of course. Classic. The classics. But Skylar honestly got pretty close to actually escaping that. Had he just charged his Falling Star move just a little bit longer, I think he would have made it over the wall before Sayla was able to get his max stacks of Butterfly to lift him up.
Still a very close game. It's Keyboy is being managed relatively well.
Yeah.
The gold lead has not ballooned to an insane amount. Evil has gotten the first 2 turtles. Ben still hasn't died yet. They got him out of lane quicker. They maximized the energy shielding up top with the carry. By all means, Evil can suddenly turn this around if ONIC slip up. The thing is, it's a little bit more conditional of ONIC actually messing up instead of Evil taking the charge here. But they do have the tools.
Yeah.
There is still a gap favoring the Yi Sun-Shin over the Liamort though. The good thing is Liamort's that hero, he can just clean up. So how do you get to the point where the members of ONIC are low enough for Liamort to clean up? Now that's the question.
Yeah, I think a lot of it just has to come down to Powerful and Ven making the initial attack, killing the target that gets Way of the Dragon, and then having to deal with the RWM later. Because Aether, no matter what, has to come in from like either a flank angle or needs to just peel for his backline.
Yeah.
One or the other. He can't do both, unfortunately, but that's kind of up to ONIC, because this is a really good case study of Evil playing the reactive draft and defensive draft, while ONIC are the ones who are forced to make more plays.
Yeah, it's Powerful and Ven who have to work together for now, especially if they find the right targets. But at this point, ONIC ID, they're just showing themselves up, and it doesn't feel like they care. Powerful's already pretty low on this Cho, even before this turtle fight.
Yeah, it looked like ONIC were also trying to force the flicker out of him, but he decided to hold on to it, knowing that there's a lot of value with having the flicker on him.
turtle.
Free turtle for ONIC as no more roamer means no more contention for Evil.
Okay.
Again, I don't want to keep. Oh no! Oh no!
Now that's the Aegis.
Yes!
Now he's alive, but there's a shortcut and a falling star move all thrown out at them at once. The final /2 catching multiple members. They trade out gear for loot B, an EXP for an EXP lane, but Evil at least defend the mid, but will also have to give up Powerful.
Okay, a 2-for-1 trade in favor of ONIC. They now actually have a decent lead against Evil at this stage. Man, it's so sad. Even with the Aegis, could not sustain the raw damage being pumped out right now. And the fact that Aether is already 2 levels down on Kyrie, these neutral objectives are pretty much uncontestable.
Well, Aether and Ven have not gone down yet. Even Sayla, the formation that Evil have been playing, it's Sort of like a Singaporean ube, just stick it together, play for your carry.
Yeah.
It's worked out well for them. The Crimson Beacon of Sailor has stopped ONIC being overly aggressive.
Another real world and final slash, bringing them right back into the real world manipulation. They get to finally take down that tier 1 in mid A. They're also using the Phantom Steed, but ONIC are not gonna fight head on.
What the heck, are we fighting or what? They need to make a couple of calls here, right? As much as they need to trade up, I think the one thing that Evil is really good at is identifying how much gold profit or loss they get from it. I think they have a very good sense of it, because now they know that ONIC ID has a lead. Being able to fight back is a good thing, but if they don't get a guarantee, they need that 100% guarantee that they get that one guy. If not, it's just not worth the time.
देखता है भाई फिर भी
Oh,
बेकार मैच
like
Let's
everyone
see,
gets to
bro.
touch it. Powerful doesn't find the way of the
कमबैक
dragon.
देना चाहिए ना इवल कमबैक देने से मजा हो जाएगा ना भाई
Still waiting for the flicker to get back on that show. Sailor, then Aether holding on to their life every engagement. And slowly the lead of ONIC ID is getting to a point where it's unmanageable for Evil.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at this split that we got with Kyrie on the top side. He's got Keyboy already at a pretty good intersection, monitoring both the purple buff
यूरेनस में
alongside
एजिस
the
लेता है
red
वही
buff.
तो भाई नू
Anybody
है
on
भी
this
वो
top
लोग का
side
यूरेनस
who starts moving past the tier 2s are
उस
going
वो
to
भी
be
एस्मा
visible
का
to
against
Keyboy,
हाँ हाँ देखा हुआ
allowing
देखा
ONIC ID to make the decision. This is why Kyrie, he's coming back. He thought he was going to recall. No, they start moving
नूब
towards
है
mid lane. Now
यूरेनस तो
they're
नूब है वो
attacking.
लोग का या फिर गलती से स्पेल चेंज करने भूल गया होगा
Keyboy now finds Ben in the backlines and the perfect usage of the real world, and the final slap seems like it
सही
might
कायरी कुमार फॉर्म में कायरी कुमार को मैनियक मिलेगा क्या कायरी कुमार को सेवेज नहीं मिलेगा कायरी कुमार को मैंने ये सीरीज 4 डेथ नो कमबैक खत्म है भाई अभी तो कमबैक नहीं है
Done beautifully by
क्या
ONIC
गांडू जैसे
ID.
पिक लिया
That
बात
flank
यूरेनस
from
का
Keyboy with the conceal straight into the shortcut. Immaculate.
Powerful decided to call it, but in the end, it ended up being a wonderful setup for ONIC.
Kyrie
To get a
Kumar is
massive
back in
win
form.
there. They get the Lord, they got the wipeout, and it now has gotten to an uncontrollable lead for ONIC. Evil's time is ticking. Let's look at the instant replay. It just, everything fell perfectly. Even the falling star moon, everything aligned for ONIC to pounce on that.
Just look at Keyboy. He's targeting Ren this entire time, and even Lupi is conveniently on top of him, which is like the best case scenario. It's like you're looking behind to see where the killer is chasing you, and when you look forward, it's just a wall full of knives. It's just, no matter what, you will find death.
कुछ टीम कॉम्बिनेशन नहीं है ना काउंटर लिया ना कॉम्बो हीरोज लिया कुछ भाई M7 पोस्ट कैसे गया वो लोग
every single member of Evil
इससे
in the
अलवाल हीरो
range of
पिक
the
कर
real world manipulation.
इससे अलवाल हीरो
So
पिक कर
it's not
गया
like Keyboy's been using it aggressively all the time. It's like he's always also finding the time to use it in a manner that'll make sure they're able to maximize their other resources as well. Final Snatch doesn't connect way of the dragon, just
Hey.
used to kick him away from
खत्म बात है
the
तुम्हें
range. They still have the Lord. It's healthy in the mid lane, but they'll focus on taking down the other base turrets first. Here looking to be next, still has the Aegis though. Will he use it now? He does, but then he just needs one more hit before he goes down. But ONIC ID don't care. All they want is the sweep, but Evil are still trying to defend. But for now, they can. They take out some minions that are left.
खत्म
But finally, ONIC
थोड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग होगा सो उसका स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट किया अरे वो एसडी रीजन में दूसरा अच्छा टीम वाला नहीं है
And now
होगा
they
इसलिए
get
पहुंच गया
another
अच्छा
life. One
सिंगापुर में टीम
more
नहीं है
series away for
इंडिया में एमपीएल होने से
But
इंडिया भी पहुंच जाएगा मतलब
we
एमए
have to say goodbye to another region,
Right.
another representatives. Evil put their hearts here up on that stage, and they played
नहीं
with
सका
everything
Evil.
they got.
Evil
थोड़ा
ended
इंटरेस्टिंग होने से अच्छा लगता रहा
the
वैसे भी
four
ओनिक तो
season
जीतेगा
reign of
मालूम रहा
NIP
पर
Flash, or excuse me, Team Flash,
Very
in
easy win.
Singapore, ending their streak.
वेरी इजी विन
But today they are not able to take down the Sky Kings. As Jakarta goes wild, their
इंडोनेशिया का लड़के लोग
champions
लेकिन सुंदर है भाई
still holding on. They now go up to the 2-2 bracket.
एटलीस्ट द फ्रंट में बैठे
Evil
हो
will have to go home.
Look at the Sonics.
बेचारा
They're
है
all having so much fun.
बाहर गिर
And
गया
they
भाई का स्ट्रेस में
definitely missed seeing ONIC in this form. Because even those plays from Keyboy on the choke,
इंडिया का फंसने मुश्किल है
and
क्योंकि
even when it
इंडिया
was
पहले
the
वर्ल्ड कप टीम
chip,
से
it's a
जाएगा
choke,
लाइक
but he
चाइना
got the
वगैरह
last
से।
two letters wrong.
अच्छा
The chip and the Eve still finding ways to link up to.
अगर मैं जितना
This is
मुश्किल
the
होगा
ONIC we've been wanting to
अच्छा
see.
The
Go
Onyx
play
that people
FF.
were expecting.
fuck
The
you bro
faces, you can tell they wanted to have a better showing. They understood the enemy ahead of them.
कैमरामैन
Lions,
खाली
Sky
लड़की को ही
Kings, as
फोकस
you may
करना है
call them,
इसका
but at the very least, they wanted to show that Singapore
Yes, killer.
had just a little bit more.
Clean, perfect.
मुंह में घुस गया साला
And as expected for ONIC, this is the type of performance that they needed to deliver. Because anything other than this would have raised questions. This was a definitive answer to all of the doubters here today. ONIC
लेकिन
are still
डायरेक्ट इंडिया
here.
का लिए
Best of ones
सीट
historically,
देगा
maybe
लाइक
just
इंडो
doesn't
एंड
go well
पीएस
for
तो
them.
दूसरा बात
But definitely
इंडिया के लिए डायरेक्ट सीट
much
देने
more
सकता
powerful,
पॉसिबल
much
है
more
अगर
determined as
व्यूअरशिप
well.
बढ़ा तो इंडिया
I
में
mean,
वही
it
है
definitely helps build up that ego, build out that confidence because the journey isn't over
Viewership
yet
नहीं ना
for
बीच में।
ONIC. They still have another match ahead of them after the
वही
draw
बात है।
to see if they can qualify. But the smiles on Kyrie does tell you, and considering that both Sans as well as Keyboy nonchalantly take off their headsets, they know we can definitely do better. But for now, this will be good enough.
Yep.
Thank you for the effort, Evil. Hope to see you bounce back in the next one. But now, it's the Sky King's time of glory.
क्या ही देखेगा और हो ही गया रे रात को गेम खेलने आएगा बस
Evil has let the
कुछ बोल
world
रहा है,
see
कुछ
a
बोल रहा है।
different side of Singapore MLBB. We bid you the best of luck as you make your way back onto the world stage. And of course, another team that survives elimination today, the home ground heroes, ONIC Indonesia! Right now with me here on stage, we have Kyrie and Skylar. Boys, congratulations. That
नहीं
was a
देगा
very
डायरेक्ट चले वाले
clean and deserving of victory.
खिलवाने देगा
But
for
let's
उसके
cut to
बाद
the
अच्छा करना
chase.
चाहिए
A
इंडिया
lot of people
उसके
has
बाद
been
इंडिया का
wondering
कंपोजिशन
or
होगा डायरेक्ट एक
even
टीम देगा अच्छा
worrying, what is going on
समझा।
with ONIC? Why such a shaky start?
I think, personally, I think it's just because of the best of one curse for ONIC. And I think that's our biggest problem.
The biggest obstacle is getting over the curse. Now that we have entered a best of 3 and tomorrow you guys will be playing again, you think it's going to be smoother now?
Because it's not best of one anymore, I think it'll be, a lot smoother.
A lot smoother. I think that's what the Indonesians want to hear in the arena. And of course, Skylar, you guys entered the competition being one of the favorites. A lot of people expected you guys to win. But how is it like
मेरा प्रीति
managing
लेडी
the
आ गया
expectation?
प्रीति लेडी बहुत है भाई M7 का स्ट्रीम में बहुत ज़्यादा है ऑडियंस में भी है होस्ट में भी है देखो ऑडियंस देख लो ये लोग कोई गर्लफ्रेंड वर्लफ्रेंड होता होगा प्लेयर्स तो कम को लग रहा है
While Kyrie is translating, so masa ONIC ID qualify untuk M7, ramai orang ada ekspektasi tinggi untuk ONIC ID. So, macam mana Skylar manage expectation ramai orang tu untuk perform yang lebih bagus di M7?
Bahasa Indonesia kan ini.
Well, now we're stuck.
Mungkin kekalahan kemarin menjadi pelajaran lah buat kita dan kita sekarang ya udah nothing to lose ya jadi kita nggak pikirin apa-apa lah
Nothing
jadi
to
kita
lose.
kasih yang terbaik aja.
They're currently on a nothing to lose mindset. So, you know what? At the end of the day, they have nothing to lose. They're just doing their best and performing on the M7 World Stage. So, adakah kemenangan ini maksud tu ONIC sudah selesai semua masalah dalam
कोई
ONIC?
कह रहे
Does this win mean
ज़्यादा हम
that you guys
ज़्यादा
have
व्यूअर्स भी नहीं है
already
अभी
fixed
इसको देखने
whatever
के लिए
internal problems
अब
you guys
रात
had
को
with the
आएंगे
best of ones and everything?
रात को आके गेम खेलेंगे ऑनिक तो जीत गया भाई
Udah
बहुत
selesai
easy थी।
kah masalahnya?
I wanted it to be a little bit more entertaining but it was not
Nggak tahu sih nggak mikir ke situnya jadi cuman ya Problemnya ya
Sangat
kalau
baik
BO1 ya
sebenarnya.
menurut gua nggak ada problem juga ya. Cuman
Sama.
ya kita adaptasi juga dan sekarang udah BO3 harusnya kita lebih confident.
Let's go भाई जीत
Skylar
गया भाई
said that
ONIC बहुत
problems
easily
will always
Bruce की
exist, but they have adapted
बहुत
to it,
easily जीत
and of
गया हम
course
थोड़ा
they're just
entertaining
going
होगा
to do
उसके
their
stream
best.
start किया भाई
And Kyrie, before the match started, we were catching up outside with your friend Sayla, and you
Savera
did
को
say
देखो।
that you're gonna send him home today, Kyrie. Is there a message perhaps for Sayla
लगेगा
after
Savera को?
you really sent them home?
Be careful in the airport.
Be careful at the airport. Okay, that is something. And of course, Kyrie, tomorrow you guys will be playing your final game this Swiss stage. Is there a message for the Sonics to reassure them that you guys will be getting 1 knockout slots for yourself?
I think Skylar wanna talk.
Skylar.
He has a message for the fans.
Okay, nice one. Skylar,
Kira कुछ काम
mau
नहीं है
cakap
Savera और
anything
करे जो
kepada
Skylar
Sonics?
Oh, pesan-pesan.
Yes, untuk mendapatkan last knockout slot untuk Onyx.
Pesan-pesan
Kyrie
buat
kan
Sonic
dia,
ya ada
itu bisa lah tuh
juga
kan
yang udah
Kyrie
support
kan
gua ya dan buat Sonic support kita juga karena
Skylar,
besok kita masih ada
saya,
match
saya.
dan doain semoga kita kasih yang terbaik.
Alright, he said tomorrow we shall pray
Kyrie
for
का
the
GF
best
का
and
दोस्त
hopefully
भी तो सुंदर
the
है भाई।
best. Welcome for Onyx
Skylar
Indonesia
जब तक
once
है, तब
again,
तक ये
boys.
look का shine करेगा।
Congratulations on making it out of the elimination match. What an intense day. With that, let us show it back to the casters to give us a rundown on what happened in this incredible clean sweep from the side of Onyx Indonesia.